Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know I just streamed not too long ago in the course of this recording being made. I don't know when this video is gonna go out. It's either gonna be later tonight or tomorrow. But welcome to a game called Stillwater. I was looking through itch.io or itch.io and I found this game called Stillwater, and it's a novel. It's a novel-based book, and it looked interesting, so we're gonna just gonna hop into it. Ooh. I don't know if there's supposed to be. Yeah, there is sound. Okay. Stillwater. Now, it says that you're an investigator going through and investigating something. I can't remember what it was. It's been a minute. This is the work of fiction. It resemble if wow, the resemblance of any real life people is purely coincidental. This game contains deception, depictions of horror, mature themes, violence, and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, I can't do a creepy voice, so caretaker. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I can't stay here anymore, Nina. I feel like I'm going crazy. Stillwater just has that like bayou like tone. Calm down. If we just talk it out, so many strange things keeps happening, one after another. Every day there's a damn dripping sound. I thought it was just something leaking at first, but I check every faucet, every ceiling, everything, and still I hear it everywhere, constantly echoing in my ears. Please, listen to me. I can't do a woman's voice, so I'm just gonna read it in a dramatic tone. All right, I'm sorry. Oh, but the water, the damn water. Water? Yes, it's everywhere. Pools of it all over this house. And every time I try to mop it all up, another will appear. There's no end to it. But it's at night. It's at night when it comes. What are you talking about? I hear someone or something walking along the halls at night. Maybe it's just my grandfather. No, Nina. It's not him. I thought it was, but it's not. But I've seen it. That thing! Ugh. I only glimpsed at it once, but I'm more than certain that thing was not your grandfather. Ever since that night, I would lock my door and pray it would walk past my room. I don't know what's going on, but I swear, it just keeps walking, always walking on pools of water. Sometimes, I hear them randomly. Their steps are erratic and faint, but I can still hear them. Just the steady pace up and down the halls. But I think certainly it's no longer like that. Or recently it's no longer like that. What do you mean? Every morning I follow to see where the footprints lead. It walks towards something, more clearly than before. It would walk down the halls, climb the stairs, and turn corners. All of it. I'd follow. Eventually, the trail would come to a stop. And it would all stop right by your grandfather's room. His room. If this is some sick joke to scare me away, then please stop. It's no joke, Nina. I meant when I said, wow. I meant when I said that there's something wicked going on in this house. This can't be true. I know it's a lot, but you have to believe me. I can't stay here any longer. I'm sorry, Nina. It's okay. I understand. Thank you for taking care of my grandfather up till now, and I'm sorry for all the stress I've caused you. I'll be sure to pay you right away as soon as I. Nina, listen to me. I don't know what's happening around here, but the woman on the phone cautiously looks around, turning her head constantly back and forth, looking over her shoulder to find any others listening. She grips the phone so close to her ear in a vice-like grip before speaking again in a hushed tone. Something terrible is lurking in this house. I don't know what it is. But please, as soon as you get back, take your grandfather and just leave this place. Leave? I can't just leave everything behind. We have nowhere else to go. Please, Nina, this place is not safe. The rumors, they're true. The curse is real. My family is not cursed. But Nina, at this rate, you and your family will... Enough! A pause. Cold and sharp tenseness strains the call as both women, exhausted and stressed beyond their comfort, try to stifle their growing frustrations towards one another, neither yielding to others' thoughts, only leaving anger and hurt to fester through the silence. After what feels like a suffocating stillness, Nina finally sighs heavily and responds bluntly to the caretaker. Look, I don't know what you heard or saw, but I can't just leave things like this. However, or whatever, or whoever or whatever they are, they'll answer to me. I won't let them have their way. I don't have time wasting my energy on this stupid curse. So, if you can't help me, then so be it. I'll find a way. Nina, my grandfather is all I have left. He is all I have left. Ooh, spooky. Diner. 7 a.m. Amid foggy morning, there sits a man by the corner of the booth. He drinks black coffee depending on his mood, occasionally orders a donut. And today was just black coffee. Ugh. I swear, I've never seen that amount of paperwork in my life. A freaking mountain worth. You're a valuable member to our team, Hugo. My foot. I'm starting to believe that I was bamboozled into joining their agency. Hugo Laurent, age 30, takes a good look at his cup of joe and chugs it all in one sitting. He then continues to grumble to himself about last night's grueling work at the office. I really need to find a different job. As he contemplates his poor life choices, he looks out towards the early mist. There was something inherently terrifying about the fog dam. How it engulfs everything around, or everything and nothing. Even if it disappears, it always leaves behind traces. Proof of it remaining? Even in a quiet little town like this, I can't even run from my fate, I guess. Hugo finally stares into the compiled newspaper clippings he put together. Some of them recent events, but mainly all were past headlines of missing person cases. The volume of this music's so quiet. Oh yeah. No matter how many times I see this, it's just as hard to look at. Fixating cases after cases, he can't help but remind himself that there's a reason for all of this. And all too personal reason. Seeing strange things come with a price. In the end, I'm the one doing this to myself. Sounds rough if you join Kua. An annoying familiar voice erupts his train of thought. He slowly looks up to see one responsible, although reluctantly. Good morning, Hugo. Hugo scowls and turns away from him. He then gathers the files and shoves them back into his binder. Meanwhile, the tall man takes this as an initiative and sit at the opposite end of the booth. He greets the waitress passing by and orders himself the hefty body breakfast special with an extra plate. As usual, the waitress is happy to oblige and goes back to the counter to relay his order. The man then looks back at Hugo. He sees the empty cup and wait, what? And the now jumbled newspaper clippings. All the while, Hugo is trying to ignore him. You really should eat something with that black coffee. No ordering any donuts today? I'm fine, Noah. I'm trying to figure out voices here, alright? Give me some time. I want to give this guy, I don't know, a southern accent. I'll figure out the thing for Noah. I'm just not in the mood, okay? Not even a little? There's a momentary silence between them before Noah disturbs it once more. Well, too bad for you. I'm ordering a big breakfast for the two of us. Wink. Two? As if the world could grace Noah with an even more perfect punchline, the food arrives. Why the hell did you order for the two of us? Just eat eat what you want to eat. Don't worry about me. Whoa. Muckhang mass wrap? Right, Hugo? Mucking mass wrap. What a weird word. Are you listening to me? Come on. We both know that if you don't eat now, who knows when you will. And I'm not about to let you faint again. So open wide. Noah DeLeon, age 27, a natural-born charmer, is also the only person in the world who lovingly threatens him to eat every day. With a pensive look, Hugo finally gives in and eats generous spoonfuls without further complaints. It's good. Right? Good food will always help cheer you up. Damn him. I got swept again. Oh, by the way, the chief will be out for business trip. She mentioned it will be for a couple of days. When did she tell you this? I didn't hear anything about it. Yesterday, I think. Yesterday? She told me to sort out the cabinets yesterday. She didn't mention anything about this business trip. I guess it was pretty sudden one. Well, I mean, she did tell me to tell you. And lucky me, I know where you go every morning. You know what? I'm not surprised anymore. Well, what do you want to do? I mean, we technically had the day off. I'm gonna head back to the office. These couple of boxes I didn't get a chance to sort out. In that case, I'll come with you. Why? You could just rest for the day. And pass up on an opportunity to get to know you better? Kia? Kia? Quiet. Quit it. One of the two. Quit it, I think it was. After their enlightening banter, the two of them finish their breakfast, pay for their meals, and head to Hugo's car. I'm really bad at coming up with voices for characters. As Noah opens the door to the passenger seat, he notices a bloodhound sleeping inside. Oh, you're so cute. Look at that big poofer. The big dog stares at the sound of the car opening. Oh, steers at the sound of the car opening and lazily stares at Noah. I'm sorry, big guy. He then closes the door while trying not to make too much noise to disturb the occupant. Colby. Oh, it's so cute, dude. At the end of at the sound of his name, his heavy-lidded eyes slowly peek to see who calls for him. It is one and only partner. This is human. As he finally realizes, I can't help but smile at this little guy. He's so cute. Who he is, or where he is, the old bloodhound steers up from his sleep, pouncing at Hugo, and proceeds to wag his tail uncontrollably. Bark! Good morning again, Colby. Had a nice nap. Colby, 8 years old, Hugo's most faithful and loving partner in crime, has the biggest tendency to just sleep all over the place. Noah, who is witnessing all of this from the back seat, chuckles to himself. He is amazed and slightly defeated at Hugo's sudden surge of energy. Ha! It doesn't matter how many times I try. When it comes to boosting up his mood, no one can beat Colby. Agency, 7:50 a.m. The three head back to the office. The space is just the same as Hugo left it. A decent, organized mess. This credit for amount of boxes and painstakingly went through, he believes he did a fair job. I mean, it's not too terrible, so yeah. Albeit, it could have been better. Whoa, you really outdid yourself, Hugo. It looks less crowded. Shut it, will you? I said I was gonna get to it. Thanks, boy. Before Hugo could continue to give deserved head pats, he noticed someone. A woman stands timidly, peering outside from the storefront. She looks a bit frantic and even more restless, with her disheveled and ill-fitted clothes, drawing emphasis to her already visible petite frame. The woman tries to grasp the door handle several times, but stops before she could touch it. Her brows furrow, agitated and distressed about something. So much to the point, it is preventing her from just simply reaching out for help. However, when she finally makes eye contact with Hugo, she immediately rushes in. I'm so sorry. I know the close sign is up, but I saw you come in and I... Are you alright, miss? I need your help. My grandfather, he's... Before she can continue explaining, Noah swiftly cuts in from the front. Hugo intervenes... No, wait, in front of Hugo and intervenes, all too practiced manner. It's okay, miss. We'll hear what you have to say. So please, why don't you sit right over there? I'm trying to come up with a voice for him. He's got a unique feature, and I can't just use my voice, alright? Noah gestures to one of the empty seats at the other side of the office. The poor woman hesitates for a moment. She clutches desperately on the strap of her purse, her eyes focusing apprehensively on them and at the gestured seat. After mulling over Noah's office, she quickly glances back and nods. The woman then walks towards the corner of the room and sits at the edge of the sofa. I should put my glasses on. You know, this would probably make reading a little bit easier. By the way, for those who don't know, I'm big time dyslexic. But you're probably wondering, then why are you reading this? Why are you playing this game? Well, it's so I can improve my reading. You only get better with practice, and I don't read a lot, surprisingly. Though I do enjoy the concept of reading. I just don't read a lot. Her posture is worried, intense, and giving no sign of comfort for even this brief moment of peace. Can you start off telling us your name? If I can't do a voice, I'll try giving a personality, try enhancing that personality for you. But no promises. I apologize for earlier. I'm usually a bit more composed than this, but I guess I'm failing at that too. My name is Nina Mortimer. Ah. Hello, Miss Nina. My name's Noah DeLeon. I'm one of the assistants here. That big guy next to you is our lovely assistant, Colby. And the one brooding over here is Private Investigator Hugo Lauren. I'm not brooding, I'm just tired. And our chief is on business, but I think we can accommodate you. So, how can we help Miss Nina? For just a moment, Nina appeared a bit more lax, more hopeful, maybe even relieved from this warm welcome. However, she once again tenses up. The guilt and shame come rushing back to her, visible by the creases of her brow, as she once again realizes why she is here. I need help watching over my grandfather tonight. Tonight? Yes, I know this is a strange request, but my hands are tied on this. It has to be tonight. I'm sorry, Miss Nina, but I don't quite understand. Is your grandfather in any danger? I think someone's trying to take him away. Take him? God, I can't think of a voice for this guy. Miss... Miss Nina, I think you should contact the police right away. I keep going into a southern accent. You know what? They're all southern. Fuck it. They're far more equipped with handling this kind of situation. No, they're not. I tried requesting their help, but they've given me the same answer, verbatim, for weeks now. They would send someone out to watch over the manor for the entire day, but by the end of their routine, they would always report back nothing unusual. They saw no one leaving or arriving the house other than me or the caretaker. And despite telling them all of the detail about the letters and all the strange things that's been happening, there's nothing they can do about it. But just sit around until it escalates even more. I can't wait any longer. Any more than this, then it'll be too late. If only, I knew who Lewis was. Lewis? She lets out a gasp. Her hands shot out to cover her mouth, realizing she had said too much so carelessly. She tries to avert their gaze, but Hugo stares presently at her. Miss Nina, who is Lewis? Are they the one causing all this? Once more she contemplates, her brows knit closely together as she bites her lips nervously. It's as if the words she wanted to say have suddenly died out, too heavy to even utter. A mistake she can't take back. Before the silence stretches further, Noah speaks to Nina with a gentle and reassuring tone. Miss Nina, I know it's scary, all of these things you've mentioned to us. So far, no one should ever have to experience. I know the so far was part of that, especially by themselves. And I assure you, we'll listen to all of it. I promise. Wild and manic eyes search deeply at them, trying to desperately to discern any doubt or mistrust on their faces. However, all she sees are people who are willing to give her their time and simply listen to her, to actually help her. From this alone, Nina looks to the side where her purse and opens it. Tucked inside is one of the pockets. She takes out a single slightly crumpled envelope with pigmented red wax sealed, pressed in the middle. At a glance, Hugo can tell right away that this letter appears to be a bit worn out and antique. And yet, despite the delicate form, it remains well preserved. Well kept. It's as if the letter itself was untouched by time, forever waiting to be opened. Grandfather has been receiving cryptic letters for the past month now. The letters didn't come with an address or the name of the sender, but this one is different from the rest. This had a name, Lewis, on it. As she hands over the letter, Hugo notices her hand slightly shaking. Nina is still avoiding his gaze, but he knows she's trying in earnest. But before he could reach out his hand, he senses it. A faint shift in the room, unnoticeable, or unnoticeable to the others, but all too glaring, clearly, to him. There is something very wrong with this letter. Suddenly, Hugo recoils his hand away in pain, like being struck with something sharp or spontaneously, so memorable that even if the pain disappears within seconds, a hint of it remains. Something so akin to a prick from a rose thorn, or more like a paper cut. Are you all right? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. No, I'm fine, Miss Mortimer. It's not your fault. Eh, it's not your fault. Hugo stares squarely at his cut. A thin red line starts to form slowly by the top of his index finger, trailing down and stopping just above the first crease. A red so clear and visible, it's taunting. That doesn't look like a normal paper cut to me. Let's get you a band-aid. It's fine, Noah. I don't need one. But, really, it's fine. It doesn't even hurt that much. Noah takes a good look at him before sighing and expiratedly, I've never seen that word, and sitting back down in his chair, still eyeing Hugo's hand. Hugo shrugs and returns his attention back to the letter, but this time, luckily, nothing happens. For it to reach all the way out here with just a letter alone is truly terrifying. Carefully, he removes the contents of the envelope and folds it. At first, it looks like any other normal written message. A person named Lewis is asking the other, or the person named Lewis is asking the other, Henry, to come meet him by the lake at midnight, needing to share something important with him. However, what's eerily striking about this is not the letter itself. Peering to the bottom of the page is a message scrawled, unlike the rest, stands visibly out to Hugo. A message that shouldn't be here, or be there. Remember our promise, Henry. When did you receive this letter? Yesterday. And your grandfather? Where is he right now? He's currently back at the house with the caretaker. I promised them I wouldn't be out too long. I made an agreement with them, you see. No, what sort of agreement? The caretaker we have now agreed to watch my grandfather only during the day. Before nightfall, they would leave exactly at the same time. Before nightfall. I want to believe that this whole thing is just an elaborate scheme to scare my family away. I know this sounds crazy, but at one point I thought everyone was in on it. The mail carriers, the officers, the caretakers, everyone had a hand in making our family suffer. But this one was different. Up until now, I've never heard of anyone by that name. Not a relative or family friend, but they clearly know who my grandfather is. If I don't do something about this, I'll lose him too. Just by uttering the words alone, Nina begins to break down. The stress, the anxiety, the fatigue, all of it was finally catching up to her. Her body hunches forward, her hands pressed close to her eyes as she tries to cover the stream of tears running down her face. As an act of comfort, Colby sits closer to Nina while Noah fetches tissues for her. Hugo, on the other hand, is puzzled. She said this whole thing has been going on for the past month, but something doesn't add up. Before night falls, I think there's something more to this she is not admitting. Whatever happened to this letter, I'm more than certain that whoever or whatever Lewis is, they're coming for blood. Take the case. Yeah, let's take the case. Do you want more tissues? We'll do it. Take your case. For a moment, everything goes still. Their eyes and attentions are solely directed at Hugo, whose eyes have a certain glint to them, now unwavering and more determined than ever. Before anyone else speaks, Nina stands up, wipes away any stray tears from her face, and walks up to him. You'll take it? Hugo simply nods. Thank you. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. We're glad to help, miss. Nina, please, just call me Nina. Well, Nina, we'll do our best. Nina smiles at Hugo, and Noah, in gratitude, her eyes renew with a faint gleam, a hope that maybe things will change for her and her family for the better. However, before heading out, Nina reaches into her bag once more. She takes out a small piece of paper and pen and hesitantly starts jotting down something. 4970 Church Street. I best be on my way now. I'll let grandfather know ahead of time you'll be coming. Also, this is my address. I'll be sure to greet you all when you arrive. And thank you again, truly. She politely bows to them and walks out of the office already reaching into her purse for her car keys. Hugo watches from his desk. Watches from his desk as she goes to open the driver's seat. Nina looks back at the office window and takes one last look at Hugo. She waves slightly at him before finally pulling out of the parking lot and driving off. Once out of sight, Hugo turns to look at his cluttered desk. Still messy, but presentable. I guess I'll have to sort these out later again. Car. Guys? Alright, guys. That'll do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is interesting. I'm having fun with this. I'm sorry that my voice acting isn't that great. I'm trying to get voices. It's hard for me to come up with voices that don't sound too similar to mine, or seeming too aggressive. Because I think Noah has a very charming tone. My voice isn't that charming. I see Hugo as like the southern guy, and I see Nina as a very like shriveled, very scared woman. From what I've seen, so I'm curious to find out who this Lewis guy is. I know this video is a little short, but that's because I'm on a time crunch. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it. I've actually quite interested in this. But we'll catch some more of this later. If you guys want to see more, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends. That way my channel can actually grow. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.